Hi folks, Dave with DBS Tech Talk. And this is going to be a quick update on my thoughts about the M1060. Now the single-ended, you know that when I was listening to them straight from the box and you know my whole story, I loved them. They were my first love. They were my first introduction really into planar and thought they had good sound, but I did make a note that they have somewhat of a peakness in the upper mids and lower treble, and at times they could sound a little harsh. It could have a little bit of a ringing sound to them. They had a little trouble spot in there. Well, I have had the opportunity to get a cable that I can play these balanced off of my Aune X7s, and they have turned out to be pretty well balanced. They open up a little bit on the soundstage, just a little bit more, not anything, massive because they were already quite large on soundstage, but it gives a little bit more detail and a little more clarity. Bass wise, is still there, still impactful. In fact, it might have a little more girth to it, a little more oomph. The mids for vocals and for overall sound and timbre on them, there is still smooth, very luscious and warm sounding. And then that treble with the highs are extended, have that airiness and crispiness to them. And the little bit of graininess that they had at the top end is smoothed out just a little bit. It's still there, but it's not as noticeable. But that upper mid, lower treble area that they had seems to be tamed just a smidge. It's not as troublesome and as ringy like some of the songs that it was a problem with. You still notice it, but it's not to the point where you want to take them off and throw them or turn down your volumes. It's more of a subtleness to it, whereas before it was very noticeable. So yeah, balanced helps out the M1060. Turns them into an even a little better sounding headphone. I still like my M1060s. Still recommend the M1060, but they don't beat all my other headphones anymore. But they are still a good entry into the planar world. And if you can play them balanced and you have the proper cables, go for it. They sound good on balanced. M1060 is a go. Gets a thumbs high, balanced. This has been Dave with DBS Tech Talk, and thank you for watching.